What are we on now?
Well,
February 12th, 2020. On the agenda this evening, we had 3 cases on the agenda. I have a couple of letters for the first 2 cases. First one is, actually, before I begin, let's do a quick roll call, please, if you wouldn't mind. Just
Tom Cooney.
John Devereaux.
Rick Riley.
Al Gilbert.
Mark Filato.
And I'm going to be appointing Mark Filardo to the board this evening so that we have a full quorum of 5.
And Tom.
And you? Aren't you already a full? Oh, also appointing Tom Cooney to the board as well. First on the agenda, we have case number 2019-10. This is carried over from last year. This is, name of applicant is Jill Charbonneau, trustee of the Jill Charbonneau Revocable Trust. Owner of the property is Mills Funway Park LLC, location 454 Charles Bancroft Highway, Litchfield, New Hampshire, map 20, lots 14 through 17. This, I have a letter dated January 8th from Attorney Hollis. And this is basically you're requesting for this to be continued to April 8th, which would be the second Wednesday in April. I don't know if you had anything further you wanted to add to that.
No, we're still working and we're almost there. We thought we were there, but just need a little more time.
And when you say you're working, I understand by this letter, you're working with the planning board, hopefully
Yes.
be able to resolve something without having to continue forward with the zoning board. So we've continued this a couple of times already. I have the letter here. So I'd ask for, actually, I'll just make a motion to continue case 2019-10 until our 7 p.m. meeting on April 8th, 2020.
I'll second.
I have a second. Any further discussion? No. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So we'll continue this one.
Thank you.
Now I have the second one on the agenda, which was case number 2019-15. And this is also, just want to make sure I have the correct. This would be, name of the applicant is Mel's Funway Park LLC, address 454 Charles Bancroft Highway. Owner is KBT Realty Trust. This is at map 20, lot 17. And again, I have a letter here, this time from Attorney Perlman, representing the applicant in this case. And they are also requesting a continuance in this case. They've asked for the continuance to our March 3rd, 2020. That would actually be March 10th, 2020 meeting.
It's the 11th, right?
Is it the 11th?
Yeah. March 11th. Second
Okay.
Wednesday.
March 11th.
Could you continue it to the same night? I'm not sure.
April?
There's a mistake there, but the
You want to just go, both of them go out till April?
4/8.
You're gonna hear the same set of facts. So
Okay, so that'd be good.
you'd hate to hear it twice.
April 8th.
I think we can do that. All right, so then we have a request to continue case 2019-15 to April 8th, 2020 at our 7 p.m. Meeting. So I'm making that motion. Do I have a second?
Can we do that?
Can we do what?
I don't want to. Can we do that? Because the letter is from,
Attorney Perlman?
yeah, and
Yeah, I know for a fact that both Attorney Hollis, who's here with us this evening, and Attorney Perlman have been
I know you guys are
conversing
working
back and forth
together.
on
Yeah.
both of these cases.
Perfect.
And in fact, this has been postponed twice, and in each case, both attorneys have made an effort to request the same dates in their continuances, so this makes sense. I
Okay.
think I received these on different dates, so there might have just been,
Yeah, I'm not sure why he had a different.
he's got the wrong date anyways, March 3rd. I couldn't even do March
He did want me
3rd.
to be here for that one.
Or him, I think. That's right.
All right, so the motion is out there. I have a second from John. So any further discussion? Nope. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? that motion carries 5-0 as well. So we'll push both of those cases out. I think that takes care of you for this evening. All right, all set. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Next, we have case number 2020-01. Name of the applicant is Thoreau Properties, address 16 Colby Road, Litchfield, New Hampshire, 03052, map 20, lot 29. They're requesting a variance from Article 800, Section 801, permitted uses in the Northern Commercial District. This is for a warehouse, which is currently not listed, specifically listed as a permitted use. Also, those who, I think I sent everyone on the board here copies of a case from 2019 where this same property, same applicant was here for the warehouse. And I believe at the time you were looking for the use permit as well as some setback variances as well. I believe all of those were approved at that time.
Correct.
My understanding is since then you've worked with the planning board. There's been some changes that the planning board has asked that you come back to us to get another approval on. So you can take it from there.
Sure. For the record, my name is Tobin Farwell Engineering Services. Yeah, back in 2017, in the Northern Commercial District, storage is not an allowed use, so we did get a variance for that. But we did get the variance stated that it shall be not exceed 8,000 square feet for the building. And so we are proposing a 12-foot addition onto or to make the building bigger. The building has not been built. So it is now proposed to be 80 by 112, which is 8,960 square feet. Therefore, we have to go back and update our variance. We have been before the planning board. We thought, we didn't think we had to come back here. And that's when we noticed that the, had been written up that way in 2017, that it shall not exceed 8,000 square feet. So therefore, we are looking for the variance to be amended or a new variance to allow for the storage building of not to exceed 8,960 square feet now to be allowed in the Northern Commercial District where that is not an allowed use. All the setbacks prior to that, we did get a variance for the setback requirement to the property lines and to the wetlands, and we are not infringing closer than what we had been previously given a variance or a waiver, a variance for that from back then in 2017. So it's just the building footprint is now larger. And again, between the two buildings, we were proposing a gravel drive. So there was even discussion back then regarding the impervious surface. So the impervious surface is not changing. At that time, we went through the design process and we designed that swale. But again, the drainage numbers aren't changing because the impervious numbers aren't changing.
So it's still going to be a gravel.
Well, then it was gravel. Now it's a roof.
There's no gap between the two buildings.
Oh,
The
okay.
buildings we're referring to are right there.
Yeah, I know what you
Right,
mean.
there was the 12-foot gap.
Yep.
Right, we had gravel. So this is pavement now. We're proposing pavement as we were then. It's just going to be all connected.
Okay.
That's that drainage swale. That was all part of the original design in 2017.
So you're adding the 12 feet to connect the two buildings.
Yeah, right.
Right here.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it's fairly straightforward.
Got it.
The owner is here too, Renee Thoreau, if you have any questions of him.
I don't think we do. For purposes of procedures, if you could address the 5 criteria, that would be helpful. I don't know if you have your copy.
I don't have my copy.
This building hasn't been built yet. This is a new.
That's right. Building 1, yeah, the existing warehouse is there, but this building has not been built.
So just one question. The two back corners haven't changed whatsoever, right?
Well, what do you consider the back?
Well-
This corner and this corner has not moved.
Okay.
This corner and this corner has moved.
Yes, but Okay, so this small section is the existing building,
This existing rectangle is the existing warehouse.
okay? And the back of the building hasn't changed the encroachment on any setbacks at all?
Right, no, this was the closest point, and then this was the closest, the 75 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, right, so we are greater than the 75 feet for the building.
The original gap, if I recall correctly, you were going to be able to bring vehicles through there.
Right, I think we did it we didn't want to sprinkle the building. We could keep, right? So now we have to sprinkle the building. When we get our building permit, it's going to have to be sprinkled to make code. And I think at that time we were avoiding it, thinking that we didn't need that much storage, and now storage is optimal.
And again, my understanding is the planning board has approved this plan conditional on our approval here tonight.
That's right. And
That's the only other condition. I think they had a couple other conditions.
There was, right, the tax or the fee for it. Right.
That's right. Okay,
You want me to-
so yeah, for formality,
Okay.
yep, please.
Right. So the variance will not be contrary to the public interest because the warehouse will be for non-hazardous storage of building materials. The spirit of the ordinance is observed because the warehouse will be in support of the existing business on the abutting property, supports it. Substantial justice is done because allowing the warehouse for the growth of a company in Litchfield, the warehouse is needed to enhance the business in support of the business. The values of surrounding properties are not diminished because this is a new building similar to the existing warehouse. No evidence that the property values will be diminished. The definition of unnecessary hardship, the ordinance does not allow for a reasonable use such as this. This business has been in existence for a long time, and they've had storage on site, and this just allows for an expansion of an existing business. It seems like a reasonable, it'd be a large hardship if a existing business could not expand reasonably. That's it.
Yep, very good. Yeah, I'll take my copy back for the file,
Yeah.
please. Was height something of a concern on this project, or was the height of the building not a concern? I don't recall.
I think it was in the beginning, but that worked out.
That was the other
Okay.
one. Wasn't the other
Was
building?
it a different one? All right.
I think we were in compliance, isn't it? The third.
No, you were. The question was with I think it was with the building inspector back then.
Ah.
You're good.
Any other questions?
Yeah, max building height of 35 feet.
And you're staying within that, obviously.
Yes.
Questions? I'll ask for public input. Do we have any input from the public, for or against? No, that would be no, since we're all here by ourselves, I think. We don't have any other questions. I guess, take a motion to, this seems pretty straightforward for me. I think we can, you weren't all here for the last one back in 2017. I think it was 2017-02 was the case number. But I know I had sent the file out to everybody, as well as the minutes from that particular meeting. I think we can, in terms of the use, we can rely largely on
Same material.
the same material. I mean, the
I
same-
read it. I just didn't bring a copy.
Yeah, it's essentially closing a gap between the two buildings, and it doesn't impact any other setbacks and so forth. So I'm ready to move on to a vote. So I'll take a motion to close public input unless you guys want to continue discussion.
And I'll second that motion.
All right, so I have a motion and seconded. Any further discussion? Public input's closed. Any deliberation, or otherwise I'll take a motion to either approve or deny.
I'll make a motion to accept the variance.
So
It's a use.
it's a use variance.
Yeah,
Trying to remember which one it was.
because we tied it to.
From Article 800, Section 801 of the zoning ordinance to permit
Warehouse.
essentially the warehouse in the Northern Commercial District.
That's my motion.
And this warehouse would be
Not to exceed 9,000, rounded up to 9,000.
not to exceed 9,000 square feet. So the
So
motion to grant the warehouse, the use for a warehouse, not to exceed 9,000 square feet. Do I have a second?
I second it.
Seconded. All those, any further discussion?
Nope.
No. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries 5-0.
Right.
So we're all
Thank you.
set. Thank you, guys. Appreciate
Good
it.
luck with your
very much.
building.
Yep.
I don't have anything else on the agenda for this evening.
Motion to adjourn.
I have a motion to adjourn. I have a second.
I'll second.
Seconded by Al. All those in favor?
Aye. It's my favorite
Meeting's
motion.
over. Thanks a lot.